Oh, this might interest you two.
Yes, miss.
The grand final up at the tennis club this afternoon. We need a couple of ball boys.
At the tennis club?
That's right. You'd have a grandstand view of me winning the mixed doubles.
Well,
I'd like to help, miss, but...
Oh, well, never mind. I just thought you could do with the money.
Money?
Yes, it's £5 each for the afternoon, but if you're too busy.
Miss! Hang on, miss!
Do you mind? This is a private bedroom, you know.
Going out?
Tennis club.
Just wondered if you'd taken that dog.
Dog? What dog?
You know, your dog.
No. Going with Eric.
Ah, Eric. It's funny, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, I've seen you with Eric, and I've seen you with that dog. I've never seen you with them both at the same time.
What's that supposed to mean?
And they're both called Eric. Funny, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. I just said it was funny, that's all. Don't what?
Don't ring the bell, not yet. Count to 10 and then ring it.
All right. Hi, Susan. Brian. Roy, it's for you.
Hi, Eric.
What's that?
Yep, let's go.
Where did you put them in a handbag?
Nope. One in each show. Oh, brilliant. Look, all I'm saying is that we'll have to be a bit more careful in future, that's all.
But she doesn't know anything, does she? She can't.
Maybe not, but she suspects something. I think we better keep out of her hair for a few days. Excuse me.
What?
Could you tell us where the changing rooms are?
Well, who are you?
We're the ball boys.
Oh, yes. Come on. Right. There. On the left. To the left. The gentleman's changing room is through that door on the left.
Thank you, sir. You know she gets to keep it if they win this time.
Who?
Mrs. Jessup. If she and Mr. Marshall win 3 years running, they get to keep the shield.
Ah. And this is the 3rd year?
Yeah.
Wonder if she'll do it.
Ever seen her play, Roy? She'll do it.
You know the thing that annoys me most about my sister? Apart from the fact that she's ugly and stupid, is that, well, she's so pig-headed. I mean, the only person she ever thinks about is herself. And it... Eric? You all right, Eric? 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 Mrs. Jessup's not going to like this, Eric. She's not going to like it at all. Mind you, she's not going to have much choice, is she?
Can I help you at all?
I'm sorry,
That is the gentleman's changing room, you know.
Yes, I was just looking for my brother.
Yes. Well, I don't think we'll be finding any brothers in there today, do you?
No, I suppose not. Thank you, sir.
I'll see you at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, all right? Jolly good. Well done, Roy. Where's Eric?
Well, he couldn't make it, miss.
We need 2 ball boys for this match, Roy. Why couldn't he have let me know?
Well, I thought perhaps we could use my dog.
Come on, Roy, we can hardly use it. Is this the dog that played cricket?
Yes, miss.
You really think he'll be all right as a ball boy?
Well, I've, taught him everything I know.
Well, we can give it a try. Let's see if someone will give us a practice knock-up.
Okay, come on.
Oh, for goodness sake, woman, the arm, not the wrist, the arm.
I'm sorry, Lena.
I want to win this match this afternoon, and there's not much chance of that if you keep... Ah, Mrs. Jessup.
Mr. Morgan, sorry to disturb you, and I wondered if we could have a knock-up.
Are you sure that's wise?
Sorry?
Well, we are about to cross swords in the finals of the mixed doubles. I mean, shouldn't we maintain a certain distance?
It's not a game, Mr. Morgan. I want to see how these 2 manage as ball boys.
Ah, right. Which 2?
Roy and his dog here.
Dog? We can't have a dog as a ball boy, can we?
That's what I want to find out, Mr. Morgan. Okay, you 2 into place.
Well, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, a dog wouldn't know where to stand, would he? He'd be, well, he'd be...
It's a very intelligent dog, Mr. Morgan. Let's give it a chance, shall we? Can I borrow your racket, Elaine? My stuff's up at the club.
Yes, of course.
Mr. Morgan's going to be serving first, Roy, so you and your dog have to make sure the balls get returned to him first, all right?
Right, miss. Yours, Eric. Oh, brilliant.
Well done. You know, I think you might be all right.
Yes.
Out!
Are you sure?
I think it was India.
No, it was definite. Yes, you're probably right. I think it was in.
Well, I think we know they can do it now. Well done, you 2. That's fine.
Oh, isn't he wonderful? Couldn't we go on a bit? I was rather enjoying that.
Well, I think I'd better find my bag first. I find it very difficult playing with someone else's racket, and these shoes are killing me.
I'll get it for you if you like.
Oh, you sure, Mr. Morgan?
Yes, you have a little practice with Elaine.
Well, that's very kind of you. It's the blue bag on the chair just inside the front entrance.
Right.
Nice. I find it very difficult playing with someone else's racket, and these shoes are killing me. I find it very difficult playing with someone else's racket, and these shoes are killing me.
to Mrs. Morgan.
You see that, Lionel? I won.
Well done, Elaine.
I won. I won.
Did you?
Well, I know it was only because Victoria didn't have her own racket and things, but...
Nonsense, Elaine. You played very well.
Yes, I always knew you could do it.
Mind you, I'll be glad to get my own shoes back. Did you get the bag?
I'm afraid it wasn't there.
Wasn't it?
No, not a sign of it. I looked everywhere, but not a trace. Sorry.
Oh, I see.
Perhaps somebody picked it up for safety.
Probably wasn't a very wise place to leave it, you know.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Well, I better track it down before the match.
Yes.
Come along, dear. A little more practice.
Hey, you could do that. Track it down. The bag, I mean. Could follow its trail, couldn't you? I mean, she'd never win the match if she doesn't have it. Harry, wait. Oh, of course. You need to get the scent before we start. Brilliant, Eric.
Roy, will you ask your dog to get its nose out of my jacket?
Sorry, miss. Come on, Eric.
I'll see you both in the main court in 15 minutes, okay?
Mrs. Jessup?
Yes.
I'm Susan, Roy's sister.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I want to ask your advice about something.
Oh, well, if you don't mind walking at the same time, I have to find my bag. Let me get this straight, Susan. You're saying that if you knew something which no one else knew, but if they did know, they'd be very shocked by it, should you tell them?
That's it.
Tell who?
Anyone?
I see. Is this something criminal or illegal?
No, but I'm
I
not...
tell you what I think, Susan. In my limited experience of telling people things they don't need to know, but which someone thinks they ought to know, is that it only leads to a great deal of misery and suffering. So unless you want that to happen, I suggest you keep whatever it is to yourself. All right?
Misery and suffering. Perfect. Just perfect.
She said by the front door, Eric. Any clues? Try a bit over down here. See if you can get the scent. If you can pick up something, you'll be able to, Eric, you're scratching. 3 wolves. You're turning back. Okay, don't panic. Don't worry, Eric. I'll go and get your clothes. I'll be right back.
Stay there, Patrick. Won't be long. Good boy.
Eric? What are you doing in there? I thought you were going to hide in the bushes. All right, I know you're going to change back, but... What if Rufus Curtis comes back? Do you want your clothes in there, then? In the back seat? Mum's not going to like that, Eric.
Roy! Roy!
Eric, be sensible. Eric, what's going off? Thought you can change back.
Over here! Roy!
Hey, Eric. Where are you going?
Well, now, the final of the mixed doubles. Are we all ready? Oh, you'll need a racket, won't you?
Bit of a problem there, Henry. My bag's gone missing.
Oh, dear. Well, shall we organize the search party and...
3 o'clock, you know.
I beg your pardon?
It's 3 o'clock. The match is supposed to start at 3 o'clock.
Yes, but Victoria...
It is clearly stated in the club rules that the match must start at the stated time.
Yes. Yes, well, I suppose you're right.
You can borrow my tennis racket again.
Thank you, Elaine.
Ah, good. Well, all we need now are the ball boys.
I think they're just coming. Hurry it up, will you, Roy?
Oi! Come back here! Oh. Come back here!
Don't worry. It's one of the ball boys.
But it's a dog.
It's all right. He knows what he's doing.
We tried him out earlier. He's extraordinary. He really is.
Eric, come here. Eric.
Give me my hat!
Eric, pack it in.
Well, if everyone's happy. Now, these are the new balls. I shall give you the usual 2-minute warm-up, and then he's taken the ball.
Yes, sorry. Eric, bring it back.
What on earth's got into him, Roy? He's chewing it to pieces.
Yeah, sorry. Eric.
It's your dog, is it?
Well, no, no, exactly. It's...
No, it's not his dog. In fact, it's not a dog at all. It's a boy.
Life never used to be this complicated, you know. One used to come to a tournament, play tennis, go home.
That dog is a boy called Eric Banks.
Yes. Yes, well, whatever it is, could someone get rid of it?
And I can prove it. Well, it's obvious, isn't it? It's far too intelligent. I mean, look at the way it does whatever Roy tells it to. Go on, tell it.
Susan.
All right, then, I will. Eric, roll over 3 times.
Look, Susan, I think you've chosen rather a bad time.
We've got a tennis match to play.
But don't you see that proves he's intelligent?
Yes, but I mean, he hasn't done anything.
Precisely. He knows I'm trying to prove how intelligent he is, so he's not doing it on purpose. Don't you see?
Oh, it's been a very hot day. Perhaps we've had a little lie down.
Go on, ask my brother. He knows. That dog is Eric Banks. It is, isn't it?
No. Just a dog I've found.
So where's Eric?
Eric, is that the boy I saw you with earlier?
Yeah,
But I thought you said Eric couldn't make it today.
I know I did, but...
But I showed you both to the changing room.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
But Eric didn't come out, did he? Only that dog came out, and Eric wasn't anywhere to be seen, and that's... sorry I'm late, miss. Everything all right, Roy?
Eric.
I'm getting a little confused.
Is this your bag, miss? I think you left it round at the front.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much indeed.
So this is Eric, is it?
We think so.
And he's the other ball boy, is he?
That was the idea.
Then whose is the dog? And could someone get it off the court, please?
Sorry. Patch, come here at once. So sorry. Left him shut in the car. Goodness knows how he got out. That bore down. Come here at once. Come on. Oh, come on. Sorry.
Right. Well, let's see if we can play a little tennis, shall we? Quiet, please. Mrs. Jessup to serve. Play.
I'm sorry.
Pepsi in the glove.
I know.
to win. Just the once, that's all. Just not fair.
Quiet, please. Love.
Are you sure that was in?
Positive.
Game to Mrs. Jessup and Mr. Marshall.
It's just not fair.
Oh, la, la, la.
Thank you both very much.
Oh, we enjoyed it, miss.
This is brilliant.
Now I must settle up. Your wages for this afternoon.
Oh, thanks, miss.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And I think I owe you something for tracking down my bag.
Oh, thanks, miss.
Yes, a very eventful afternoon, one way and another.
What's about my sister, miss? Making all that fuss.
Your sister, yes, odd that, wasn't it?
Well, she's always been a bit strange, miss.
Have either of you ever heard the story of St. Cecilia of Calahorra? 2 double 99s, please.
Oh, great, miss.
When the Moors were fighting the Spanish, St. Cecilia used to smuggle food to her fellow Christians in prison. One day the guards stopped her and asked her what she had in her apron. Now she'd have been executed if they'd have found food. So she told a lie and said it was rose petals. When the guard asked to see them and she had to open her apron, out fell hundreds of rose petals. It was a miracle, you see?
Thanks.
See you both on Monday.
Thanks again, miss. What did she say all that for?
What?
About the rose petals.
Teachers don't need reasons, Eric. I mean, they're always telling you things you don't want to know. It's their job.
Woof's back with another episode next week on Carlton Kids.